red flags kind of thing. And I guess I gotta hit like 4 gigs. I don't know what that means, but yeah, there's just like all this shit that made me question my fucking sanity. And like she said something about helping kids, and like essentially that's where I think my mission is, you know. And that's why I mean, like, it's essentially the way that I feel that we can do that, or even just myself, is to make myself the best that I can, to be the best partner that I can be, to be the best father that I can be, you know, like the dad that I never fucking had, and to like have that, you know, like essentially in the very beginning of this I was reading about like the idea, the concept is, you know, like your kids are born karma free kind of thing, you know, so they don't grow up in the fucking childhood shit that fucking like some of us had to fucking deal with, you know. Like I don't think anybody has a normal fucking childhood, and it's like, come to find out, your adulthood can be far more fucking weird than your fucking childhood, you know, like. But you know, even when I was a kid, man, I seen shit, like I seen like supernatural shit, and trying to tell adults about it, and they're like, oh, your imagination, blah 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 blah, and then it's like, come to find out that it wasn't my fucking imagination, you know. Like I've always been drawn to this paranormal, and like I've lived in haunted houses. My mom has told me some crazy stories about haunted houses. My aunt was very spiritual, and she fucking, with her best friend, their house was like haunted as shit or whatever, and she told me some fucking stories, let me tell you. And she told me stories about all kinds of shit, and as a kid I just thought they were stories, you know. But then, you know, like I've always been skeptical of psychics and clairvoyance, you know, like, and I know like there's a lot of not legit ones out there, and blah 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 blah, and the paranormal and shit, but it's like, you know, like when you get wrapped up in something like this, you can't fucking even deny that, you know, the paranormal doesn't fucking exist, because it fucking does, you know. Because like that's the thing, like our consciousness is energy, like that's our fucking soul. Like without that energy, you're just a fucking, just a body, you know. So like you can't destroy energy. It only changes forms. And that's the thing, it's you know, you can't even debate it with science, because like that's, they're universal laws, you know. That's why like I'm not saying that's why that we have universal laws, but I mean like that's why like science knows about universal laws, you know, like fucking cause and effect and the law of vibration and fucking all that fucking shit. There's 12 universal laws of the fucking, or there's 12 laws of the universe. Like there might be more, I don't fucking know, but like I know there's a bunch of universal laws that now I'm aware of. Those are the laws that I'm not breaking. You know, like I honestly feel like I fucking, you know, like the stuff leading up to this whole fucking experience was all, it was all meant to happen, you know. Like I was on the wrong fucking path. I was doing stupid shit, you know. Like before I was a licensed medicinal marijuana grower, cannabis, I hate using the word marijuana because it's a slang word that they used in the 60s or whatever, during, like, started with prohibition because it sounded, you know, Hispanic and scary. But I sold pot to fucking, you know, to be able to have enough cannabis to fucking to treat my fucking, the stuff that was going on with me. Like I had fucking night terrors and crazy anxiety and all this other shit, you know. And I fucking got arrested, and I honestly feel that was meant to fucking happen. Like it was so spooky that it just felt like I was being set up, you know. And I don't think I was. It was like, you know, I think that was a fated fucking event. Because I was on the wrong fucking path, you know? And that's the thing, it's like, the universe is gonna tap you a few times, then eventually it's just gonna fucking slap you. And, you know, like, eventually Uranus comes to your house and just fucking ruins your life, you know? And it fucking terrifies me to look at the the astrological fucking shit and fucking see, like, what's about to suffer next, you know? And it's like, at the same time, like, like I said, it's about karma and paying it forward kind of thing, my life path is life path 9, so I have to be as selfless as fucking possible, and that's essentially why I'm here doing this thing. And like, I don't ask people to subscribe, I don't ask people to, I appreciate and I'm very grateful for everybody that supports me and comes and checks out my channel or offers encouragement, or even the people that are like, you could do this better, or maybe you should try that, like those are the, like those, I'm very appreciative of that kind of stuff. I wake up every day and just tell myself how grateful I am for everything I have in my life, when like I've fucking lost everything in my fucking life, and like everything that I've fucking ever known, and it's just gone, like it's a weird fucking experience. And it's like I said, it's like I don't recommend it. I honestly don't, but I mean, when it's written in the stars, you don't really have a fucking choice, I guess. So I just feel that I have to do the things that I feel I have to do, that's like, when I was trying to describe it before, and I was saying that I was on a spiritual path, and it's like, people are so spooked about that, but I don't think that it's not that spooky. It's not like I'm floating off into space. It's not like I'm a preacher now, I'm just sharing what I know about my fucking life, and like I can't deny that part of my life. I wish I fucking could. I honestly do. Like, I wish that part of my life, like, I'm not gonna say that I wish it didn't happen, because I mean, like, honestly, it's been a really good thing, but at the same time, it was the worst fucking thing to happen, because like a lot of people I fucking care about are now not in my fucking life, and it's like I said, it's just like I can't talk about this stuff to anybody that I actually know in real life, because they just think I'm a fucking lunatic, I honestly feel that they think that I need to be committed, and that's why I'm going. I missed an appointment with my counselor because I was fucking up all night with a goddamn headache and shit. My back was killing me, and so I missed my appointment. And she called, and I'm rescheduling. Like, she's like, "Do you want discharge? Do you want to reschedule?" And I was like, "I want to fucking reschedule." Because, like, I want to fucking prove to myself, for one thing, that I'm not fucking crazy, Like, now that I, like, know what the fuck happened to me, I want to, like, talk to her about it and be like, like, have you ever fucking heard of this type of thing? Like, like, I can't even fucking deny it, and it's terrifying to think that, I'm just losing friends and family because, like, they fucking think I'm full of shit, and they don't believe a goddamn word that I say. But I can't change that. I can't change the way that people fucking look at me. All I can do is change the way that I look at everybody else, and I mean, I look at everybody else as being my equal, like all the people that matter to me still fucking matter, and it's like everybody matters to me now, like I used to be a judgmental person, and like not extremely judgmental, because like, I mean, look at me, I've been judged my whole friggin' life, so like I know how it goes. But I mean, like, there's certain people that I was like, judgmental of, and maybe that was just a part of me being jealous, because they were happier than I was. And it's like, essentially, it's like, I'm not trying to be happier than anybody else. Like, I'm trying to make myself happy so I can make other people happy, because, like, that's how you raise the vibration of the fucking planet. Like, that's, common fucking courtesy and not being a dick, like fundamentally the idea is it's pretty fucking simple, but, on the grand scheme of things, it's a lot fucking spookier. And like, I wish I could fucking deny it. I honestly wish I could. I wish I could just be like, oh yeah, it was just a fucking mental breakdown, but that's not what the fuck it was. Like, a mental breakdown is completely fucking different. I've had plenty of those in my life, and I didn't leave bed for fucking 3 months, like, I didn't leave my apartment for a fucking year, like, that is a mental fucking breakdown. This is something completely different. That's what happened to me. And I would fucking swear on my life. I would swear on every fucking person that matters in my life. I would swear on everything that I have in my life, which obviously, you know, at this point isn't much. And it's like, I don't even care about material stuff. Like, I do, like, I appreciate having nice things and I'm grateful to have them in my life. But it's like, at the same time, it's like I don't spend as much time doing any of the stuff that I used to find enjoyable, like just watching TV or whatever, you know, or playing video games, because that was all like coping. I was coping with shit that I'd fucking dealt with in the past, you know, like, for instance, you know, I was always into video games because, like, that's how I escaped my childhood, because it was so fucking terrible that that's how I escaped. That was the only place that I could find fucking happiness, and throughout my life, it just became a coping mechanism, you know, and after you fucking have a spiritual fucking crisis, and then you have a Kundalini awakening, and then all that shit just changes for you, and it just, like, slowly you have to face every single fucking dark part of yourself. And you know, it's like, in the beginning, before it happened, I was like trying to fix like the fundamentals of parts of my life that, it was like the surface shit, you know, like I was trying to be a better listener. Well, guess what? I had to deal with a lot more before I could tackle the fucking better listener shit. And like, now that I'm finally onto that, I have no fucking friends to even like practice that with, you know. It's like, thankfully I have a couple like open-minded friends or whatever, but like some of the shit that I say, they just, you know, they think I'm a fucking lunatic, and it's like, I try not to fucking talk about it. I honestly don't, because they just think that I'm a maniac, and like, you know, it fucking breaks my heart. It honestly does. But at the same time, it's like, I can't fucking deny what happened to me, you know? Like, I can't deny what happened to me as a child, you know? All the fucking shit that happened in my childhood, and even the spooky shit that happened in my childhood, you know? Like, that actually happened. I mean, like, just because it happened to me, like, doesn't mean that it didn't happen to anybody else. Like, it's fucking, you know, like, there's spooky shit out there, and it's like, we can't explain it, and there's paranormal phenomenons, and like, the twin flame thing is a goddamn paranormal phenomenon that we can't really explain. And it's like, yes, miracles fucking happen, and sometimes they'll bite you in the fucking ass and you don't even know it. And it's like, you know, like as terrible as this has been, like, I know it's been a blessing in disguise, because like, you know, as fucked up as it's been, and as hard as it's been to deal with, like, sorry, it's like, I fucking, you know, I'm trying to keep myself together for everybody. I don't want anybody sitting there with their tissues to feel bad for me, because I mean, you know, like, I'm not a Debbie Downer, you know, like honestly, it's just like, I just can't deny it. I can't deny it, you know, like, and I know that, like, more and more of us have to fucking stand up and be like, yo, like, this is a real fucking thing. This is, you know, it's not just a midlife crisis where all of a sudden somebody is just like, oh, you know, oh, he's pretending to change his ways. And it's like, I don't have a fucking choice at this point, you know? Like, I don't. Because anything that I try to do that's off my path just falls out of my fucking life. So, you know, like, as long as I keep my fucking bad juju and my karma fucking clear, that's like, you know, there is no going backwards for me. There isn't. There just is no going backwards. I can't go backwards, because if I do, bam, man versus bus again. So, like, you know, like, I support anybody that's on this journey out of your own free will. Essentially, I was guided to it. I was guided to the tarot. I was guided to take a tarot class that I fucking spent like I did one. It's an online thing, so I took the one class or whatever, and then it's just like, I didn't need it, because thankfully I've, you know, talked to people like Sophia who were like, you know, like, you're a fucking empath like me, just fucking use your fucking intuition and your you know, your fucking empathetic fucking intuition kind of thing, you know. And it's like, essentially, that's, I've been trying to train myself to do. And it's like, you know, I absorbed a little bit of knowledge, but at the same time, it's like, that's why I need to get a new deck of cards, because I don't want to know what the cards mean. I need to feel what they mean, you know. It's like, I know I got really off topic and stuff, and it's like, this video's long as crap now, and it's funny because, like, I made the same video and like last night, and I didn't post it because it just like terrified the crap out of me. And then, you know, then somebody asks about the experience. So it's like, again, it's stuff like that. It's like, you know, my intuition tells me that that's what I have to do, you know, like I have to stand in my truth. And, you know, like I stick by it 4,000%. That is my truth. That happened to me, and it's still happening, you know. It's like, yeah, there's free will. I think that, you know, the universe is allowing me to live my life, I think, the way that I feel fit. But, you know, if I don't, they're going to let me know. They're going to let me know, like, this. Essentially, when I was a kid, I thought Santa Claus was going to see me peeing, but it, like, you ain't got to worry about Santa Claus. It's like, whoever's in control of the universe, like, or the universal laws, you know, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, source, fucking universe, whatever the fuck this is, it's there, and it hurts. It fucking hurts when you get smacked by the bus. And, you know, like, I've got smacked by a lot of buses in my life and done some stupid shit, and it's like, I guess you can only do so much stupid shit before fucking life is just like, nope. And it's not even life, man, because it's the bigger, whatever the fuck it is, you know, like, call it God, call it the universe, call it whatever, you know, like, it fucking smacked me down. It's like, I'm not a religious person, I never have been, I've always considered myself an atheist, but my family was Wiccan, you know, so I think that, like, I resonate more with being a Wiccan than anything. Like, it's not like a religious thing. Like, spirituality brings people together. It doesn't, like, religion separates people, you know, like, the Christians hate the fucking Jehovah's Witnesses, and the Jehovah's Witnesses hate the Christians, and all that shit, you know. It's like, but spirituality is universal. We're all divine beings, you know, and the sooner that people wake up to that fact, the sooner that things change, you know. And to me, like, you know, maybe there is a collective consciousness, and maybe I am going there, but I mean, to me right now in my life, what it means is that, you know, it's us pulling together, standing in our truths, you know, like, and like I said, I know that not everybody's probably on this path the way that I have been drawn to this path, or put on this path, thrown on this fucking path, kicked off the goddamn hamster wheel of life and thrown on this fucking path. Because, like, that's the thing. It's, like, apparently a free will experiment to see if I'm going to go back to my old life. And it's, like, I fucking can't. I'm not allowed, you know? Like, I'm not allowed to go back to my old life. Like, I can keep parts of it they're good, you know, good parts of my life. But the bad parts of my life, like the addictions and the behaviors and the actions and the ways that I thought, you know? Like, fucking that shit is gone. And I can only move forward from here, you know? And it's, like, I'm still working things out for myself. And it's, like, it's weird because, like, when this all started, like, I've always been really into trying to work on myself, especially in harsh situations. You know, certain things happen and make you want to change, and it's like nothing in my life happened that made me want to change more than what happened to me, like, this fucking year, you know? Like, just, I fucking knew in, like, March, like, when the fucking transit happened, that I had to change the way that I was, because, like, I was hurting somebody I cared about, and I was hurting myself, you know? And, like, but anyway, it's just like, you know, like, I knew that things had to change, and it's like, I didn't know where to fucking start. And then, bam, the bus comes along, and it's like, you don't have a fucking choice, you know? And it's like, goodbye to your life, because, like, fucking, it's not going to be the same from here. And it's like, you don't really have an option to go back, because, like, you know, the free will experiment's a fucking joke, apparently. Like, you know, like, 'cause I'm pretty sure that if I just decided, like, oh no, I'm just gonna go back to fucking doing the same stupid shit, I don't think that's allowed, you know? That's the thing. It's like, there's no manual, but I'm pretty sure that's, like, the fucking trick. It's like having a cookie jar, and your kid's always in the cookie jar eating the cookies, and then it's like, you fucking, you know, you tell them you shouldn't eat those cookies, you know? And it's like the free will experiment to be like, you know, is he going to eat those cookies? And then, you know, like, the fucking, he goes and reach into the cookie jar, and the cookie jar just bites his hand off, you know? Like, Like, that's the thing. I'm scared to break the rules, you know? Like, I am literally fucking terrified to, like, make the wrong decision or fucking, you know, like, as an earth sign, I already make fucking slow, methodical decisions. Like, if I make my mind up about something, I made up my mind about it, and it ain't gonna fucking change. And it's like, I can't change the way I feel. That's fucking earth sign, you know? We're fucking a fixed sign. And it's not all earth signs I think are even fixed, because, like, there's Aquarius that's fixed, and fucking Leo that's fixed, and, you know, but regardless, you know, like, I just fucking went completely off topic about my fucking experience, but this has been my experience, guys, so, I mean, like, I don't know how yours has been, but that's been mine. I'm a fucking twin flame, they fucking exist, and I'm a fucking twin flame, and, you know, like, I guess that makes me a fucking terrible person, and I guess that makes me some fucking weirdo. Weirder than I ever was, you know, like, fucking back to being an outcast. But anybody that doesn't know me just thinks I'm the nicest fucking... Well, they know I'm the nicest person because they see my true, authentic self, and they're not trying to put a label on me, you know? Like, the thing about this whole experience, I realized everything is about perception, and everything is labels. All the mental illnesses, like... I mean, like, I'm not going to say I'm not a mental health professional, but in my own personal opinion, and in the opinion of a lot of people that are on this fucking path that have been struck by the bus, will tell you the exact same thing. They've suffered with fucking mental illnesses their whole fucking life, and now things are different for them, and they don't believe in mental illnesses because it's like a self-imposed prison, and as soon as you put a label on it, it makes the person feel worse. Oh, you need these pills, they make you feel worse. And next thing you know, your fucking life fucking sucks because you went off your fucking pills, and it's like, you know, it's just like fucking... I always thought I had a chemical imbalance. No, it's just like the fucking way that I thought was fucked up because I had a fucked up childhood, and I was molested, and I got fucking beat, and like my mom's boyfriend was a fucking narcissist, and, you know, my mom was emotionally fucking absent, and it's like, you know, like she... was after that, like, she was a single mom, and, like, you know, she was very domineering, and she was always gone, and, like, I had a fucking attachment issue. Like, my mom left, and I felt abandoned, and, like, essentially that's what happened is this situation. I just felt fucking abandoned, and it's, like, essentially, you know, like, that's why I've just been in fucking hermit mode, because, like, I'm just a fucking outcast of society, but, like, you know, the only people that I'm, like, I can't talk to anybody about it. Was talking to another friend, and because I was like, oh, you remember, like, last month when I was talking about the crazy shit, and try to explain things, and, like, even if you have proof or not, they don't give a fuck. They're just like, oh, everybody goes through things. Yeah, but do people go through things like that, my dude? No. That stuff isn't just like fucking, oh, yeah, fucking, oh, you stubbed your toe. Yeah, people, you know, that happens, yeah, I mean, but when the fucking universe slaps the shit out of you and is like, you can't continue on doing what you're doing, now you owe us, and if you don't fucking pay, you're gonna fucking pay, so, like, I'm on fucking trial, guys, by the fucking universe, so, you know, like, I can't go back, I can't fucking go back, I can only go forward, and... You know, that's not a bad thing, because life is about forward movement or momentum, you know, like, my thing has always been baby steps, and I mean, like, fucking, I didn't have a chance, like, I didn't have a choice but to hit the fucking ground running, you know, but that's been my Kundalini awakening, my spiritual crisis, and my fucking, the last fucking, you know, fucking 2 months of my goddamn life, you know. More than that, you know, like, this shit all started back in May, but the spiritual crisis I don't think really happened until a little bit further along, and then the Kundalini, you know, and, like, I think it was the end of fucking July when, like, the spiritual emergency, I think, happened, or some shit like that around there. You know, I had sleep paralysis and see fucking dark entities around me, and then find out that, like, the clairvoyant that, you know, I'm assuming is probably fucking, you know, like, I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is, like, I'm on a fucking path, I have to stick to it, and, you know, like, wherever I have to go, the universe is gonna fucking point me there, and if I don't want to go there, because I'm a stubborn-ass earth sign, they're just gonna fucking push me there anyway, so, you know, I'm sorry to be so, like, upset in this video, but, like, honestly, like, it's not been a good time, guys. It honestly hasn't. Like, I mean, now's a good time. Now is a really good time, but at the same time, it's hard not to look behind me and be like, you know, like those people and the things in my life, and you know, like you just have to like start your life from fucking square one. Like I had to start. It was like I had to fucking. It was like a sponge that I had to wring out, and here I am on YouTube doing tarot readings and trying to help people. So, I mean, like I said, I've already exposed myself once. People think I'm fucking crazy. So, I mean, it is what it is. This is an absolutely true friggin' story of my own account, and you know, everyone perceives reality differently. It's like the two people can go through the exact same situation and have two different experiences. I learned that the hard way, trying to fucking talk to the person that I was dealing with. That I assumed they were going through the same thing. Well, guess what? No, because I'm a fucking twin flame and they're not. Or, you know, like, I don't know how the fuck it works, but let me tell you, I know that how the universe works, and you better not fuck with the universe because, you know, things in your life are going to suffer. And if you're not on the right path, if you're putting out bad karma, if you're talking shit about people, or, you know, doing things to hurt people or anything, manipulate people, fucking anything, it just like anything, like go look at the fucking laws of the universe, make sure you don't break them. The karmatic law, I'm very fucking up on, because I'm all about that good karma. You know, I clear my fucking bad juju daily. I sage myself. I sage my fucking work. Well, not my workspace, but like I guess you'd say my workspace, because it's like, you know, apparently this is what I'm supposed to do, and like Kritika Nishatra, I'm supposed to be famous, and you know, I don't really want to be, but like, I mean, if that's what happens, that's what happens. And like, you know, musically, I would like to be in that position. It's always been a passion of mine, and like, I made a promise to my aunt, and you know, like, I'm gonna pursue the shit out of that, and if I can, like, I want to donate to fucking kids and animals, because like, that's, you know, essentially, if I make any money off this fucking YouTube thing, like, I'm gonna be donating a fucking giant chunk of that to like fucking help, because it's like, you know, that's how we receive abundance in our life. As soon as we think that we don't have enough, that's when there's gonna be resistance. When you feel like you have everything, that you're completely in the moment and allowing, it's like, that's the thing, you got to work with energy, you work against energy, and it's the bus is gonna hit you. Like, that's all I can say. I'm not trying to spook anybody. You know, like, as long as you're a good person, you're living authentically from your heart, and, you know, you have the purest intentions, then, I mean, like, you should be good. Just, you'll find out who your friends are, you'll find out who your enemies are, you'll find out who is there for you and who's not, you know? Like, I've always been the person to be there for the people that I care about till, you know, like, I'm still always there for the people that I care about. It doesn't matter if they care about me or not, you know? Like, I would give the fucking shirt off my back to anybody that needed it. And, you know, like, even if any of y'all needed a shirt and didn't have one, I would give it to you, because, you know, like, that's the type of person I am. And like, I've always been that way, and now I'm just more that way than ever, you know? Like I know, like I said, life path 9, it's like, I have to suffer to fucking do this, you know? Like, and that's the part. It's like, you know, like, I already feel like I suffered enough, universe, but I mean, like, if you want me to fucking put myself in the worst spot ever just to fucking pay off my karmatic debt, I'm gonna do it, because I don't want to fucking live my life the way that I did, you know? Like, all I want to be is happy now, you know? Like, that's why I'm happy for everybody. I don't wish any bad intentions on anybody or ill on anybody. Like, I put my positive vibes towards anybody, even people that throw me shade, you know? Like, I hope that they're doing well in life, you know? Like, even the people that have hurt me in the past, like, even, I'm talking about, like, far past in my childhood and shit, you know? Like, it's just, like, I don't, like, essentially, when you're on this path, you can't. It's like, you just can't. It's like, I never used to be able to forgive anybody for anything, and I fucking was kicked off the bus for fucking 2 weeks because I wouldn't apologize to my bus driver, you know? But essentially now it's like, I just can't hate anybody. I just can't, and it's weird. It's fucking weird. I used to hate everyone equally. Well, now I love everyone equally, you know? It's like, You get hit by a fucking universal bus, and I guess you just fucking change. Like, you die inside, you're reborn, and, you know, the universe agrees to wipe the slate clean, but you gotta fucking pay for it, you know? Unfortunately. But, anyway, I know this is a friggin' super long video, and it's gonna take, like, 3 years to upload, so, I mean, like, like I said, thanks, guys, for sticking around and supporting the channel, and, you know, and thanks again to Sophia for helping me out so much, and, you know, just sending people my way, and, you know, like, we're trying to be a team here, and, you know, that's what this essentially is about. We have to all come together and work together for a greater good kind of thing, you know, and to change the world for better, you know? Like, people think it's a joke, and it's not. The world's not a nice place, and we need to make it a nice place, you know? As best as we can, anyway, you know? Like, every little bit of positive energy you put out there, you're raising the planet's vibration, you know? Like, it's not a real hard concept on a logical level, and it's like, I'm not claiming to know more than anybody else, because, like, I mean, like, when I was going through this, I thought I knew everything, and well, guess what? You don't know everything. Nobody knows everything, so you can think you know everything, and then it's just gonna fucking smack you again. So all I can do is share with all y'all, like, what I know and, like, what I went through, and that was my experience. And make sure to keep a spiritual advisor, a life coach, and a relationship coach on your phone at all times, just in case, because you never know when that universal bus is just gonna come along and fucking wreck your life. So forget about the pizza, forget about the cab company, you know, forget about, well, I'm not going to say, like, Aunt Margaret, even though she drinks too much at, you know, family reunions and stuff, and starts whipping out the picture book or cats. But, you know, I don't actually have that relative, but that's just a theoretical relative. Maybe somebody else out there has one. But anyway, an hour and 6 minutes almost, so I'm Gucci. Hope you all are enjoying your weekend and not having what I had to go through. Anyway, peace and love to everybody. So